on the northwest coastal highway heading towards Denham and Monkey Mia, and this will give you an idea of what the landscape is around me. I've just come up to a scenic lookout up here. The coast is there right in front, but it's fairly treeless plains that I've been driving through, with some wonderful wildflowers. Again, there's some just here if you have a look. Well, I'm on the 26th parallel and I've now left the northwest of Western Australia. Heading into Shark Bay, World Heritage Area. And hopefully we'll get a spot at Hamelin Station, which is about 30 kilometres west. Again, just have a look at the wildflowers. Look at this beside the edge of the road. Beautiful. Well, this is Hamelin Station, and I'm hoping that I can stay here tonight. I'm at Hamelin Pools at Shark Bay, heading out towards Denham and Monkey Mia. The boardwalk here is closed just here at Hamelin Pools, and that normally takes you out to see the stromatolites. And they're referred to as living fossils, as they're descendants of the earliest life forms on Earth, living around 3.5 billion years ago. The Hamelin Pool Marine Nature Reserve is home to the most diverse and abundant examples of stromatolites in the world. And this is part of why this area got World Heritage. Shame we can't go out there, but we'll respect that it's closed. Well, out here is a very lonely little graveyard, and it's for a fellow by the name of Walter Musk. Died at age 60 in 1911, and he was trying to take fencing wire in a small boat and sail it across the bay to another homestead, and he and another fellow drowned. The other fellow's body wasn't recovered, but his was, and here he lies. So what you get in this area is a shell stone. It's an animal that thrives in the super salty water here. It's the Fragum cockle, and it basically, with no competitors or predators, it thrives, and there are so many that the shells pile up, and then what happens is that they compact and they cement into a soft limestone rock. So we can't go in there, obviously, that's closed at the moment, but we'll walk around to the quarry. So in a minute we'll see the building blocks that were created from these shells that became really limestone, and they were used from the early to mid 1900s. So you can see where they have cut out the shell blocks, and it's all protected now as historical significance. So basically the early settlers in this area had few sources of timber or rock for building, but this shellstone provided the solution to that. Excavation was with a cross saw. Today shell blocks are still taken from this area, but they're only taken to maintain the historic buildings in Shark Bay. And this is an old telegraph station of 1884 from HAMELIN Pools. Well, Borden and Flinders met here in the bay, HAMELIN Bay, on the 8th of April 1802. This is what the old telegraph station would have looked like. These are the saws they used to cut those blocks with. There's an example of people working, cutting blocks.
And we bought the property in 2015 and now manage it for conservation. But the interesting thing is that we do get along with all of our neighbours really well. We do respect the fact that they're still grazing out there, and they respect the fact that we're now managing this property for other purposes. But either way, cultural history, whether it be recent European history, whether it be in gold mining or sheep, is important to recognise just as much as a traditional owner history of this place, and we like to put them on an equal footing when it comes to rediscovering or at least acknowledging that history.
So yeah, one of the things Ken and I have done in the 3 years is highlighting the best parts of the pastoral history, and then cleaning up all the junky bits like the pipes and everything that was just laying around on the ground. So now we're really quite proud of how this property presents itself.
So one of the things that for us is that as we start to manage this property for conservation, we start to look at other income earning opportunities, and we have currently a pre-registration for carbon credits, and that's a future that can be traded on the stock market these days, and we
HAMELIN Homestead as the sun is setting.